Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're really digging into something pretty central to AI right now, how these models get trained, and specifically these recent claims that have popped up.
Yeah, the ones about the Chinese lab DeepSeek. The suggestion is they might have used data from Google, specifically Gemini, and maybe even OpenAI's models.
Exactly. And the model everyone's looking at is this DeepSeek R10528 reasoning AI.
Right.
It did pretty well on some benchmarks, which, always gets people
Asking how they did it. Where did the performance jump come from?
Right. And it feeds into this bigger picture, this intense competition globally. And a lot of it hinges on the training data, where it comes from, how clean it is, and maybe even if labs are using outputs from competitors.
It's a really interesting, kind of tricky area, mixes tech with IP issues.
Totally.
Yeah.
So that's our mission for this deep dive.
Yeah.
Let's unpack the evidence that's out there. Look at the context, DeepSeek's history here. Talk about this huge challenge of AI slump.
Terms everywhere now.
It is. And we'll get an expert take on why this might be happening and also see how companies are trying to, well, protect themselves.
Sounds good. It's definitely complex. Lots of moving parts.
Okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah.
So first things first. These recent claims about DeepSeek's R1 model and Gemini data. Where did they originate? Who started this conversation?
Well, the initial spark seems to have come from Sam Page. He's a developer down in Melbourne, I think, known for making these AI evaluations, focusing on things like emotional intelligence in models.
Okay, interesting niche. And what did Page notice?
He posted on X, basically saying he observed DeepSeek's newest model, that R10528, showing a preference for certain words, certain ways of phrasing things.
A specific language style.
Exactly, and he felt it was remarkably similar to the style he sees from Google's Gemini 2.5 Pro.
Similar language. That's suggestive, I guess, but maybe not definitive proof on its own. Styles can overlap, right?
Oh, absolutely. Not a smoking gun, as they say, just an observation, a data point. But then someone else added another layer. Another developer, this one pseudonymous, the person behind SpeechMap, it's described as a sort of free speech eval for AI models. They went a bit deeper.
Deeper? How so?
They looked at the model's internal traces, the kind of intermediate steps or thoughts a model generates while it's figuring out an answer.
Right, the processing steps before the...
To listen to the full podcast episode, please follow the link in the description. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.